Hello friends, welcome to Shikshalti. In this session today, we're going to learn about basic operations of Google Sheets. What are Google Sheets? How they work? So let's start the session. So when you open in Google Sheet, this is how a new worksheet looks like. So every box here is referred to as a cell, and every cell has its own address. As you can see, whenever I click this cell, it means this cell has an address A1. A1 in my sense, it's in the column A and the row first row. So its name is cell A1. So here, as you can see, every cell has an address as B1, C1, D1, A2, B2, C2, and D2. On a whole, in a new worksheet, there are nearly 26 columns and 1,000 rows. So you can later insert as many rows and cells, as many rows and columns you want, and you can even sometimes delete those rows and columns. We will learn how to do that in a later session. For now, you see, you can have this. On at most, you can add until 50 lakh cells. So every cell is, that what called a cell. So at most, you can even max have 50 lakh cells in an Excel, which refers to, you can say you can have 50,000 rows and 100 columns. Now if we go into this, let's say top of your sheet, here is called its name, untitled spreadsheet. Now by clicking it, you can change its name. Let's name it as Session 1 Worksheet. So whenever you do any change in your worksheet, it's get directly saved into your drive. So you don't have to fear that your work might get lost. Good, right? So here, if you see this button, this green button, it's called share. Using this option, you can share it to whoever you want by giving them two concepts. You can give them two types of access, either an editor access or in viewer access. Here, the viewer can only view the sheet. He can't make any changes to the sheet. While the editor, both he can view and he can also make changes on the sheet. So we will discuss about the activity dashboard. Here in the activity dashboard, we can see how many viewers did you share the sheet with, what are the viewer trend, how many viewers, unique viewers. I mean, every time a viewer adds, you can look at it, how many viewers are there in the sheet. And this is the comment trend, the sharing history, to whom you have shared, and these are the privacy settings. Whenever you make a change in an Excel, it gets saved into the history. So you can, in history meaning, every change is making is visible to the editor of the sheet. So by undoing this, you can make not to view what are you doing in the sheet visible to the other person. Right now there is no one, so I'm not undoing it. After you're done, just click this into the sheet gets closed. So next, let's talk about these headers for the time being. So let's start with this. This is an undo symbol. So every time you click undo, it will just undo the last thing you did on Excel. Here I typed viewer, so now nothing is visible. So after clicking undo, if you click a redo, this is called redo. If you click a redo, it just undoes the undo. Right? It's just undoes the undo. So whatever, like last time when there is a viewer, I clicked undo, it's the last thing I did. So my viewer will get deleted. When I click redo, viewer will get appear. So using these two options, you can make any of your mistakes appear or disappear from a Google Sheet. Next, it's the print option. Clicking the print option will print your worksheet, as a PDF, however you want. Next, this is the zoom button, which makes you to how much you want your Excel. Clicking low or high. But when you are making any changes, I suggest you to keep it 100%, which is very good to work with. Next comes the formatting options. Let's talk about these formatting options in a later session. Here comes the font. Every font is what is the font of the cell you type in a cell. There are various fonts, so you can click anything and you can make your worksheet look very good. And then there is the size. Here the size is 10. Next, after you can adjust however you want the size. 12, 14 you can increase or decrease, but 10 is normal, so use 10 to work effective. Now these are also formatting options. Clicking this, you can bold the text you typed in a cell. Should take a range. Selecting a range may make you everything in the range get bold. And this here italic is also a font which changes the view of the words you type in a cell. Just clicking them now, they'll disappear. See? Now, using this is a strike option. You can, whenever if you want, you can make a timetable and you can strike off those which you are done. It's pretty useful, right? Now next. Whenever you are using a cell, formatting is important. So, using this, you can make appear whatever the text in the cell. You can make it appear in different colors using whatever you currently want. See? Then you can even have some custom colors. Selecting the hue. See, I'm using blue. Then when this fills the text color, this fills the cell. If you select cell A1, click this, you can fill whatever color you want in the cell. I'm going with yellow. See? So this fills the cell with the color you want. This is very good when you want to beautify your sheet. Next thing is borders. You can have whatever the borders you want, right from zero border, bottom, side, top, left, right, middle, or you can have all borders. It just makes your sheet look even more good. Next, here this option is not visible because this requires when you select two or more cells, see, this is visible. This is called a merge cells option. Using this, you can merge 2 or 3 cells, and these 2 or 3 cells, now these 4 cells will act as a single cell where you can use it as a single cell. Type anything. See, these 4 cells will act as a single cell now. You can use however you want. You can use them. You can even use them horizontally, vertically, and you can merge all, and then you can unmerge all of them just by clicking it. Or you can go here, select all those you merged, then you can unmerge them evenly. So every time you want merge, you lose the borders. You can once again apply them here. See? Next, select this range. So since we are working with range now, select this range, and here it's the alignment of the text you typed in a particular cell. If you want it to the right, left end, then it will be left. If you want it to the center, it will be in the center. See, select the range. If you want it to the right end, it will be in the right end. This is or how to make your text work. Next, this makes when you can see, this is when your cell, you have bigger cells. When you have cells like this, you can increase the row width. You can increase the row width of the cell just by going to the row. Here you will get arrow of up and down arrow. Here if you click it, right click this, and if you pull it down, you can increase the width of increase the row size of the column, row size of this cell. Here after including row size, go to here, it's called vertical line. While here it is horizontal line, this is vertical line. You can make wherever you shall want it, in the middle, on the top, or on the bottom. Now this here is called text wrapping. Using text wrapping, if you type something in a cell which is rather bigger than the size of the cell, something bigger than the cell, then it just appears to go into the cell, but still it's in the same cell. For this you can make the cell bigger, make that column bigger, and you can make it appear in a single cell. But I have another good option. Just do this text wrapping. By clicking here, whenever the column size is low, it just makes appear the remaining thing behind the same line. So now it appears in two lines. If you have something more to type, then it just goes to another row. See, if you remove it, if you use this clip, it just shows how much is visible in the cell. But if you text wrapping, it shows all. If you press this, then it will show everything that is visible. See, it like so. I guess when you have something bigger than the cell size, use text wrapping. You can see all that information. Now this is how you want to text. Selecting the cell. Right now it is there is no text rotation. Clicking everything, the cell just makes your text rotate in a different angle. See, if you see this at different angles. Now next thing, so let's make this normal. Now next, here is there is this insert link option. If you click it, you can insert a link into this cell. It's useful when you want to browse something. Let me see this. I'll type Google Sheets. If you go into Google and search Google Sheets, just copy this link address and click insert link option and just paste it here and apply. Now every time you click, you can directly go into that Google Sheets. See, this can be used as a shortcut whenever you want to go. Once again, click this insert link. See here, after clicking the sheet, you will get here an eye with a question. If you click it, you can remove that link from the cell. Whenever you do some work, you can comment on other people comment using this comment option. Using this, you can comment whatever you want. See, good, bad, or do some changes. You can comment on this, and if you have someone other than you who you share the sheet with, they can see this comment. You can even address it to specific person. This is the comment history. It shows what all the comments are typed in the sheet. Next, we will talk about this insert chart and create filter writer. And now this is the functions. It shows all the functions that you can use in a Google Sheet. Every function is available here. See, we'll talk about these functions in the functional part. Next, here, this basically denotes whatever cell you select. It shows which cell you selected. If you select a range, it shows the left side topmost cell you selected to until the bottom of the right side. See, C4 to G8. This is the range of the range you selected. Now, coming to the right here, see, this is FX. This is called a formula box. Here you can edit your sheets. Either, you can use whatever function you want. You can add, that's it. After removing you can delete the comment. Yes, now this is our sheet is back to normal. So sheet is back to normal. So now let's say we have two numbers here. 2. If you want, you can use it for adding. See, when you are typing a function, you can use it by doing either in equal to or in plus, equal to or in plus. Both acts as you are doing an operation. Check, you can use whatever you want. Let's say if equal to 2 plus 3. See, Excel does your calculations for you, doesn't it? So this is what you call the formula bar. In this formula section, you can type whatever you want, whatever you do. Here you can type and edit. You can even edit it in your cell you want, or you can edit in here in the formula box. Next, this is your column bar and this is your row bar. These are the cells. Coming down here, this is a particular worksheet and this is here is sheet 1. In an Excel sheet, in a particular sheet, you can add until 200 sheets at maximum. So just by clicking this plus option, you can add a new sheet. It will be called sheet 2 plus sheet 3. Here like this, you can add until 200 sheets. And then clicking here, it shows how many sheets are there in your worksheet. See, sheet 1 clicks, it's sheet 1 opens, sheet 2, sheet 3. See, double clicking on this, you can rename the sheet, whatever you want. Sheet 1, sheet 2. Let's make it sheet 4. You can type whatever you want. You can rename the sheet just by typing here. Clicking this arrow makes you show, all these. You can delete the sheet. See, it asks how to delete the sheet. You can duplicate. If you duplicate the sheet, the same sheet appears as a copy. Whatever you do gets copied as well. Or you can even copy it to a new sheet or an existing spreadsheet. You can rename it. You can change color of the whole sheet. Here, you can protect the sheet. This protecting hide sheet and move it, we'll talk about it later. So right now this is the basics operations of a Google Sheet, which will be helpful to you while starting sheets. In the next session, we will learn about these headers. We'll start learning about the headers in the Excel, in the Google Sheets. Thank you. So after watching this session, just attempt the quiz that's given in the website. Thank you.